be fair about this. We are talking about investigation on Benghazi, right? What does this have to do with Benghazi? And the answer is absolutely nothing. This committee has long since departed from being a committee about Benghazi. It's now a special investigation of Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Well, otherwise, what possible relevance does that form to Benghazi?
If Trey Gowdy is acting as an arm of the RNC to go after Clinton, aren't you in effect acting as an arm of the DNC to protect her?
No, I'm acting as a steward of the House to try to keep a taxpayer-funded investigation on track, doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Oh, you are my hero. What does Hillary have to do with Benghazi? He doesn't understand. What possible reason could we want to see Hillary's emails with regard to Benghazi? It just makes no sense. These people are loony bins. Joining us now is Chris Farrell, Director of Investigation for Judicial Watch, former U.S. intelligence analyst. Hello, Chris.
How you doing? Good to be with you.
I hope we could both figure out what Hillary has to do with Benghazi. Okay, so tell me about this secret Benghazi group and the relationship between the State Department and the White House.
Well, you'll recall that Judicial Watch was able to uncover an email from a National Security Council director or deputy director by the name of Ben Rhodes. And Ben Rhodes' email talked about how there was a need to essentially conduct a cover-up, that there was no failure of policy, but that they need to blame this crazy internet video lie as the foundation or the basis for the Benghazi attack. And so while Ben Rhodes was furiously spinning in the White House, over at the State Department, Hillary Clinton and her staff, headed up by Cheryl Mills, her decades-long sort of apologist and cleanup woman. Cheryl Mills is coordinating the effort at the State Department, much as Ben Rhodes was in the White House. And so we have a set of emails out of the State Department with Cheryl Mills, Nola is the last name, Trula Nolan, and a few other cast of characters in that group, Patrick Kennedy, the Assistant Secretary of State, and others. And they're all coordinating and trying to do damage control out of the State Department. And so what was hatched in the White House is being carried out in the State Department, and the emails that we have so far, and there's many more that we're due, document in black and white the involvement of Secretary of State Clinton's Chief of Staff, Cheryl Mills, in orchestrating this whole cover-up, because it's clear from the email that they knew within minutes of the attack on Benghazi that it was a terrorist attack. But hours later, you see them trying to synchronize the line.
Right. That is amazing. And you know, these emails between Mills and other officials in the State Department, but mysteriously no Hillary. And you know, she says, and I think she said falsely, that every email she sent to a State Department person, for instance, would have been captured. But it came from her personal email address. So in other words, that State Department person could have claimed it was a personal email and not kept it, and it wouldn't have been a flag. So she wasn't telling the truth. And
well, besides just the patent falsehood, the lie that she told in the press conference, even Jen Psaki, the marvelous spokesperson at the State Department, was forced to admit last week that the State Department had not begun archiving emails of senior officials until February of this year. Whoops. So
yeah, that's insane. Let me ask you one more question, Chris. As far as I know, I mean, they've asked Psaki at a press conference the other day, and Megyn Kelly has been asking the State Department. She asked them Wednesday, she asked them Thursday. First they said 24 hours. I wonder if they'll have a response for her today. Why can't they tell us? Can't they be made to tell us if Hillary Clinton signed that exiting document that everybody has to sign?
Well, the good news is we'll get it, because we've already asked for it days ago, and as soon as we possibly can, we'll sue to get it. And so a federal court will compel them to produce the records based upon our action. But aside from that, it would be nice if members of the press would continue to pound away. It's a very simple question to answer, right? Produce this one form It's a termination or an out processing form that every employee's got to sign.
And if she signed it and didn't produce those documents until 2 years later when it says on the document I provided them, that's bad for her legally. And if she didn't sign one, why the heck not? Everyone else does. So either way, this is not going to be good for her. But hey, keep it up, Chris. Thank you very much for doing the work that a lot of us need done.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.
Take care. All right, Bill Donahue at the Catholic League is next, folks. He's not marching in the St. Patrick's Day Parade tomorrow. Why?